are capable of wearing the bracelet. Have any of you experienced defiance from your damane? You would test your damane's strength. Let's begin.
But if you embarrass me today, you will regret it.
Feather! Renna, what have you named your damane?
Egwene.
Let's see what this Egwene can do.
You will be brighter than her. I know that you are mine. Don't worry. This weave is simple, but it shows us the limits of your power. Egwene.
So, you're just gonna walk in here and not say anything?
I lie there, thinking about all the people in the world. Whole universe is collapsing from a shouted word.
Is this a sex thing or a murder thing? Because either way, I'd prefer you skip the talking.
Neither, actually. I have a gift for you. This tea shows you things. Lets you glimpse your past lives. 15 minutes, then pour a cup for yourself.
And what makes you think I'll take anything that you give me?
I think you've always wanted to know who you really are, Matt.
Mum?
Like him. Like him.
Stop! Just like him.
What you just saw was, in my opinion, Mat Cauthon's most epic moment in the entire show, hands down. The second he blew the horn of Belair, something clicked. That was the moment Mat awakened his past life memories and remembered who he really was, not just a rogue or comic relief, but one of the legendary heroes himself. In his previous life, he was a brilliant military mind, a master tactician, and one of the Dragon Reborn's greatest allies. But in those past lifetimes, the battle against the Dark One always ended in failure, or at least never fully succeeded. That's why in this age, he was reborn as Mat Cauthon, meant to walk alongside Rand, the Dragon Reborn of this era. So today's video is all about Mat, his story, his journey, and how the show adapted his character. Because there's so much to cover, I've decided to break it up into a few parts. In the coming episodes, I'll dive into the stories of other key characters as well. All right, let's get started. Although the show was cut and Mat himself went through the infamous actor switch, it only highlights how important and weighty this character is in the original novel series. Today, we're diving into Mat Cauthon's full journey, starting from the Two Rivers and exploring how he grows and evolves. Mat Cauthon is initially portrayed as a carefree trickster, playful, lazy, and not to be taken seriously. It's likely that Robert Jordan originally intended him as comic relief, a bit of levity alongside the more serious protagonists. But as the story unfolds and the plot becomes more layered and expansive, Mat transforms into something much more. The author clearly decided to give each main character their own fully developed narrative arc, turning the Wheel of Time into a sprawling, multi-threaded epic. When I first started reading the books, I didn't fully understand why the early chapters focused so heavily on the Two Rivers and its characters. Only later did I realize the story begins in the Two Rivers for a reason, and everything that follows echoes back to it. That early setup is essential. In the show, Mat is noticeably absent for most of season 2. He barely appears, only to return right at the end for his big moment, blowing the horn of Valar. But in the novels, that's not how things play out. His rise is gradual, complex, and deeply earned. So in this episode, I want to explore Mat's role and growth by comparing how his story plays out in the books versus the TV series, and why his journey matters so much in the larger scope of the Wheel of Time. In the Eye of the World, Matrim Mat Cauthon is first introduced in the peaceful village of Emond's Field, nestled in the Two Rivers region of Andor. At the start of the story, Mat is a 17-year-old farm boy with a roguish charm, an ever-present grin, and a well-known reputation for getting into trouble. He's the classic prankster, mischievous, impulsive, but fiercely loyal to his friends. Mat lives with his parents, Abel and Natty Cauthon, and has two younger sisters, Bodawin and Eldrin. While not particularly studious or serious, Mat is popular among the village youth, and often drags Randall Thor and Perrin Ibarra into his schemes. His antics like dyeing a dog bright green or trying to sneak fireworks from a traveling peddler are legendary in Emond's Field. Though harmless at heart, he's seen as a bit of a rascal by the adults and a source of endless headaches for the women's circle, especially Nynaeve Almira. Mat's personality in these early chapters is lighthearted, impulsive, and thrill-seeking. He rarely thinks ahead and has a knack for saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. Unlike Rand, who is more stoic and duty-bound, or Perrin, who is cautious and thoughtful, Mat is the friend who will act first and deal with the consequences later. Despite this recklessness, Mat is also shown to be loyal, protective, and surprisingly clever in a pinch. These traits aren't fully developed in the Eye of the World, but glimpses of his potential peek through the chaos he often causes. Mat doesn't have a clear romantic interest in the Eye of the World. While he flirts and jokes, particularly when the group meets outsiders like Min or Egwene in a teasing, brotherly way, his character arc hasn't yet shifted toward romantic development. His later, more serious relationship with Tuon is far from view at this point. The pivotal event that sets Mat's journey in motion is the attack on Emond's Field by Trollocs, beast-like creatures serving the Dark One. On Winter Night, the festival celebrating the turning of the year, the village is suddenly and brutally assaulted. Mat, along with Rand and Perrin, is targeted by these shadow spawn, though they don't understand why. Following the attack, the Aes Sedai Moraine Damodred and her warder Lan Mandragoran reveal that the boys are being hunted for a reason tied to the Dark One's growing influence.